Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Elson for Catholic Newsbreak. Here's what's happening this week in the news. We begin with news from the Vatican. The week-long Caritas Internationalis General Assembly is taking place in Rome. Before the meetings got underway, the assembly began in grand fashion by offering participants a ride aboard a train that has been used by Popes John the 23rd and John Paul II. The train was dubbed the Caritas Express and was part of the celebration of the 60th anniversary of Caritas Internationalis. Rome Reports has more on this special train.
This train isn't like any other train. It runs through the Vatican's Railway, which is the shortest one in the world, built about 50 years ago. To celebrate the 60th anniversary of Caritas International, hundreds got on board for a 62-mile journey from the Vatican to a little town of Orvieto.
It's necessary to be united. Caritas is putting together 165 nations, serving the poor and in emergencies and sufferances.
With steam engines running, the train was blessed before the short trip got underway. The money raised will help communities dealing with everything from natural disasters and civil conflicts to health issues and education.
Whenever people is suffering, we must be there to help.
Upon arrival, guests were offered a tour of the town's impressive cathedral. It's a historic church that was dedicated to the Assumption of Mary in the 14th century. Among the guests were several dignitaries and ambassadors, all of whom paid their own way.
It's raising funds for earthquake emergencies and the like through Caritas Internationalis.
This unique journey is rarely taken. In 1962, Pope John the 22nd became the first pontiff to use the Vatican's railway. John Paul II used it twice, in 1979 and 2002. Through the years, it's been used to transport emergency relief supplies in Italy. It will be used again in October, when Benedict XVI and other religious leaders will travel to Assisi for a day of prayer.
It's a boost for Caritas in their 60th anniversary year with their General Assembly this month in Rome, so it's worked out well together.
Caritas General Assembly will run from May 22nd to the 27th. During that time, the organization will highlight its mission and the challenges it must overcome throughout the world.
In other news from the Vatican, at Pope Benedict XVI's noon blessing over the weekend, he greeted members of Italy's pro-life movement and encouraged them to continue their concrete efforts on behalf of women and couples who are dealing with difficult situations of pregnancy. Several thousand Italian pro-lifers had participated in a march that led to the Vatican. The event marked the 33rd anniversary of legal abortion in Italy. The Pope told them that he prayed to the Lord that, thanks to their contribution, the yes to life may be a cause of unity in Italy and in every country of the world. In news now from around the world, about 70,000 people gathered in a park in Brazil for the beatification of Maria Rita de Sousa Brito Lopes Pontes, known to Brazilian Catholics as Sister Dulce. Sister Dulce is often called Brazil's Mother Teresa. At an early age, she would open her family's modest house in Salvador to those in need of food and shelter. In 1933, she entered the Missionary Sisters of the Immaculate Conception of the Mother of God and received the name of Sister Dulce in honor of her mother. In 1936, Sister Dulce founded the first Catholic workers organization in the state of Bahia and started a health clinic for poor workers. She opened a school for workers and their children in 1939. She eventually set up a house in an old chicken coop for the sick and homeless, which became the largest hospital in the area. Cardinal Geraldo Magello Anello of Salvador celebrated the Beatification Mass with more than 500 archbishops, bishops, and priests in attendance. The woman whose miracle cure was attributed to Sister Dulce's intercession was also in attendance. In news now from around the country, Pope Benedict XVI has named Monsignor Michael Moradian as the new bishop of the Eparchy of Our Lady of Nereg in New York for Armenian Catholics. The appointment was announced in Washington. The bishop designate was born in Lebanon and was the superior of the convent of Notre Dame. Bishop designate Moradian succeeds Bishop Manuel Batakian, who is 81 years old. The New York-based eparchy serves about 25,000 Armenian Catholics in the United States and about 10,000 in Canada. The church has 2 parishes in Canada, Toronto and Montreal, and 7 in the United States, 2 in California, 1 each in Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, and Massachusetts. And that is all the information we have for you at this time. Please stay with Catholic TV for more Catholic news. Until then, I'm Kevin Nelson, and I'll see you next time on Catholic Newsbreak.